Hi, my name is Dave Dejewski. I'm with the Business Transformation Agency, and today we're talking about step 3 of a 4-step process to help us better serve our customers. This is a series of short programs dedicated to government agencies who serve one another and the public in general. If you missed the first 2 steps, don't worry. This and all of our programs are available electronically and always online. Drop into the BCL Collaboration Center on Defense Knowledge Online and ask us a question if you're having trouble finding one of our information products. As a quick review, our 4-step process includes 1. Understanding our customers. 2. Strategizing. 3. Engaging the customer. And 4. Learning from those engagements, tweaking our programs, and doing it all again, only better, for the next customer. In the program on understanding, we took you on a guided tour through the internet. We started from our home page, we applied a simple Google search, and we scoured our customers' websites for clues about them. We captured their mission statement, their vision, the size of their organization, their budget, and a little information about their customers, and then we read between the lines at some of the things that they're working on. That gave us clues about what they want. Next, we verified what we had learned from our customers' websites by finding out what others were saying about our customers and the problems that our customers are or soon will be facing. We leveraged the knowledge from other federal agencies, from the press, the Inspector General's office, and from other sources to assemble a good picture of our customers' environment. We came away from this exercise knowing more about the customer's environment than many of the customers themselves do. Once we had a good picture of the customer, we took what we had learned and we laid out that information up against our own products and services. I showed you a simple matrix for organizing information about our customer and about ourselves. We made a list in several columns. The first column listed what they want, or what we perceive that they want. The second column, we listed what we currently do to meet or satisfy their needs today. Next, we brainstormed and we came up with some new ideas. And in column number 3, we listed what we could do to meet and exceed our customers' expectations. Finally, in the 4th column, we expressed benefits of our products and services in our customers' terms, in their language. Lastly, we decided how we would take the next step with our customer and engage them. Today we'd like to talk about engagement. Very simply put, engagement is making contact. We can do this through visits, phone calls, direct mail, email, press releases, blogs, wikis, and by the time I get done recording this presentation, technology will probably deliver new ways that we haven't thought about yet. But making contact and maintaining contact is often easier said than done. I could see someone making a very good argument that the DoD is like the largest company on the planet. We have millions of employees, and family members of employees, and retirees that one or more of us in the department must serve. Our employees are in every country in the world. We're underwater, we're in the air, we're on the land, and we're in space. It's awe-inspiring to think about how big our footprint is, and it's equally humbling to think about what it takes for a small number of us to reach out across that organization. Fortunately, we have technology on our side, and we ought to think about using it. This program, for example, we could deliver this 2 million times and I won't even break a sweat. Try doing that with a plane ticket and a microphone. Automation can provide a consistent experience, education and awareness, and act as a force multiplier for you. You can take every single customer on the same journey. All you have to do is make that journey yourself one time. You pre-position all your messages and your education material, and you let your customers come and get it in the order that you want them to have it. If your objective is behavior change or action, or maybe you just want to measure the effectiveness of your engagement, don't forget to infuse your campaign with calls to action. Calls to action drive people to your website, or they ask them to register or get on your mailing list. They direct people to a collaboration center, or they ask them to mark their calendars for an important event and go register for something. It could be anything else that you could dream up. When your target audience takes action, make sure that you're ready to capture the clicks or downloads, record the number and the types of phone calls, etc. This measurement will come in handy later. When we talk about engaging, let's not engage from our perspective. I'm sure you'll remember some party or social gathering where one person just talked about themselves all night. Boring. Talk about your customers' problems. Find out what publications they subscribe to and what forums they frequent and what blogs they read or what professional organizations that they are members of. Then, get your discussion going about them in their forums. Much more effective. A critical part of customer engagement is listening. Now, I don't mean acknowledging that your eardrums are vibrating as the noise comes out of their mouth. I mean active listening. Seek to understand when you listen. Verify the assumptions that you made during steps 1 and 2 in our 4-step process. Correct misunderstandings that you may have had and write the stuff down for the next person. Track progress and set up timetables for your campaigns. If you do this often enough, you'll get a solid picture of your customers' buying habits. How many times do your customers need to hear a message before they take action that you want them to? Do they respond better at one time of the year than they do at another? I bet if you ask an acquisition professional that question, I promise you'll hear a resounding yes. I put squeeze pages up here to talk about an effective technique for getting your customers and prospects started. Behind squeeze pages are template-driven responses. I'm sure you've been to a website before where you see on the right side or the left side a little box that asks you to put your name and maybe your email address, a telephone number, and perhaps answer a few questions. And then you click the Submit button. Now, generally speaking, you do that because there's something that you're going to get out of that. In other words, you click that Submit button and you're going to get access to a report, or you're going to get access to some kind of information that you're seeking. Why not do the same thing? What we're doing by capturing their information in the squeeze pages is we're qualifying them a little bit. We're figuring out, well, where are you coming from? If we ask them what organization they're coming from, or maybe what's your background? Are you an architect, or are you a planner, or are you a senior leader? And then we're able to use that information to plug them into the proper campaign. Well, the other thing about self-selection that we ought to be aware of has to do with spam. Nobody likes spam. That endless stream of unsolicited nonsense that fills our mailboxes. We must give people both the right to opt in and the right to opt out. Lastly, always keep in mind how you can measure progress along the way. How many people subscribed? How long did it take for you to see the kind of behavior changes that you wanted? What's the tone of the responses that you're getting back from people after they've participated in a drip campaign? Hold on to this information. We're going to need it again later in Step 4.